life is not a biased entity. I mean, everyone has something that happens to them, and did we expect those situations to come up? No, not at all. And absolutely, the thing is a lot more people have needs than we know, but then there's that thing of pride.
I'm Pastor Jim Duncan, pastor of the Bible Baptist Church of Erie. I've been the pastor here for 36 years, starting my 37th year.
My name is Bobby Woodington. I'm 71 years old, widow.
I'm Krista Bierman. I'm from Grover and run the Friendship Alliance Christian Church. No. I got my churches right. Mixed up. Friendship Alliance Church Food Pantry Ministry.
My name is Pete Bierman. I am Krista's husband, and I'm just a huge support of what she does here, and looking forward to what God's going to do with this ministry in the future. I'm also the mayor of Grover, so that's kind of a big role that I fill here in town, and so just that's what we do.
We started a food bank because we had someone who had worked in one previously prior back in April of 2011. And obviously it started off very, very small. The church funded it that first year of 2011. And we asked people that if they would designate weekly offerings to that food bank. And we went into collaboration with the Weld Food Bank in Greeley. And since 2011, our food bank has grown from probably 25 clientele on a Saturday. We do it every other Saturday from 10 o'clock till 11:30. And this past Saturday, we had a record crowd, a clientele of over 110 people who came through our food bank.
We felt led to move back to Colorado. I'm from Colorado, he's from Minnesota. My parents lived here in Grover, and they said we could live with them for free until we thought we were going to find jobs along the Front Range. Because I'm also a massage therapist, so I thought I could find my practice there, and he would find ministry. Well, he ended up getting a good job out here in the oil field, and my parents decided they were going to move to Tulsa, so we ended up buying their house, and we stayed here.
We have over 101 different nonprofit partners that we work with across Weld County. Many of those partnerships come here to the Weld Food Bank to pick up food.
Our church and food bank was flooded back in September of 2013. After the flood in September, the mobile food bank came down, and that was a tremendous, tremendous success.
It's wonderful not only for me as a senior, but it's great for the people that have children. We have a lady that comes out and she's got 4 children, and that's good for her. You know, she gets the fresh fruit and everything for the children, and the same for me, Jean.
Well, when we first moved here, my mom was doing the food ministry out of the church in a little closet, and it was mainly an emergency-based ministry. And then when they moved, my mom asked me to take it over, and then somehow we just heard that the Weld Food Bank was wanting to establish an agency here. So when I contacted them, it was a pretty smooth process, and they were very excited to have me on board, and likewise, we're very excited to be on board with them. I guess our personal experience has happened several times in our life. Before we even had kids, even when we were in college, there was just points in time where we didn't know what we were going to be able to eat, how we were going to afford food, even what our meal was going to be that evening. I mean, it was very sparse. And then there would be times when someone would just leave some groceries at our door, and that overwhelming feeling of being provided for was incredible. And then fast forward several years, we had 4 kids, and Pete was working a part-time job. We were on the WIC program, and if it wasn't for that, I don't know how we would have fed our kids.
There are 2 main clienteles that we serve. Number 1 would be the elderly who are on a fixed income. And I see the same elderly people week after week after week. So the elderly who are on a fixed income, I believe, is one of our biggest clienteles and always has been. The other large clientele I see that I refer to as the working poor. These are people who probably have jobs, they have homes, but again, to feed their families, to put their children in school is a tremendous cost, and so they need assistance, they need help.
The foods represented here are foods that people who are food insecure would never be able to have in their own home. So to have these type of food products available to them is awesome.
Without the partnership, I mean, first of all, we could not even think about this without Weld Food Bank being there. Corporations have given money. Companies have donated food. King Soopers I see all the time, and others, Safeway, and our other entities. And we are the recipient of the kindness of many of these large corporations. I know Walmart makes a donation of food and of their expired stuff, and we're the recipient of that.
I couldn't afford a lot of stuff that we can get from there, like our milk, our orange juices, a lot of the fresh fruit, because they're really expensive in the store. So yeah, I would have to do without all of that. And that wouldn't be good. It would be odds and ends, bowl of cereal or something. This way we get, the fruit and the vegetables, which is what we should be eating. And sometimes we get meat. They bring in meat for us. And that really helps out too. Absolutely.
Understand that this isn't where you have to stay, but this is a chance to just really supplement right now until you can get on your feet. To me personally, I go back to Jesus was really clear that there are always going to be people among you that are going to be in need, who are going to be sick and poor, orphaned, widowed. Those people always need to be cared for, and they're always going to be around.
I don't know what I would do without it.
In essence, more than anything, that's what we're here for. We want to help those families that don't have a husband anymore. Maybe to help those families that don't have a lot of income anymore, that are widowed, and or kids that are living with one mom, one dad, whatever, one parent situations where you just really want to help those people.
And we are just grateful to our nonprofit agency partners throughout Weld County.
And the people that donate, I don't know who it is that donates, but oh my God, thank God for them.
Last year, Weld Food Bank provided food to over 101 nonprofit agencies throughout Weld County, and we were able to save them over $1.9 million in food costs.